Hello, I hope you are well. Happy Christmas time. Today I want to make lots and lots of winter inspired recipes. 3 to be exact. When I say lots and lots, I mean 3, which that's a lot of recipes to cook in one day. So we'll see where we get to, but on the menu, we are going to be cooking up some gingerbread cinnamon rolls. I think we'll prepare everything today and then put them in the fridge and bake them tomorrow morning so that we can enjoy them with a fresh cup of coffee. But of course, I will do a taste test tomorrow morning. And then I want to make some minty pea pierogis. And I thought we could dye the dough green with some spirulina powder and make them extra festive that way. And then for our final recipe, I want to do a roasted root vegetable soup with dumplings. Delicious, delicious. I'll show you the sources and inspiration of each recipe, but I love doing this video in the fall time, our flavors of fall, and I figured we could do some Christmas cooking. It feels right, and it's a very blustery day today. It's chilly, and what warms you up like some yummy, delicious food? Okay, for our savory recipes, this is where my inspiration has come from, these 2 cookbooks. This is the Pamela Anderson cookbook, which one of my friends gave to me, and it is chock full of so many fabulous recipes. She cooked a lot of the recipes before she gave it to me, and so a lot of the pages have little stickies on the ones that she found. Like this one, there's so many spring ones I want to make, like these flower tea blends, but this is like the comfort food for cozy days section, and this is where I found the minty pea potato pierogis. And we have some mint in the garden, so I thought this would be a great way to use the mint. And then I'm just picturing them green, and that'll just really stand out and be festive. So hopefully these won't be too tricky. And I'm going to make a little sauce for the side with some herbs and some Greek yogurt. And that'll be delightful, I think, I hope. And then we have the roasted root vegetable and dumpling soup. So I think we'll pretty much make this exactly. I think I'm gonna do some miniature dumplings though. I want the vegetables to sort of pop more, which maybe the way they staged this photo is just like highlighting the dumplings more, but we'll just make a few like smaller dumplings, more bite-sized dumplings. Well, we'll make more than a few, but that's my vision. And this just sounds so comforting. And some of these vegetables I've never heard of or used before, like rutabaga. I'm not so familiar. I guess I have heard that before, but I've never cooked with it. But I found it at the grocery store, and we're gonna try it out today. Oh, and this cookbook is soup season. So fun. Every season is soup season, so it truly is a book full of different soup recipes. I noticed they have some other recipes too, like this white bean hot dish. Yum, yum, yum. I just realized that all 3 recipes require me to make a dough. We have the rolls, the pierogi dough, and then the dumplings. So a lot of dough going on, which is the way it should be. Hopefully I have enough flour though. Here's our butter and molasses. I do not like the smell of molasses, but it ends up tasting good when it's mixed in with all the sugar and stuff. Here's our dough. Now we cover and let it rise for about an hour. Like I said, it is a chillier day, so it might take longer, but I have it in a pretty sunny spot, so hopefully it'll double in size sooner rather than later. Okay, I'm gonna pop these in the fridge and we'll report back in the morning. We're patiently watching the cinnamon rolls bake. Wow, wow, wow. Gorgeous. This is the acceptable amount of frosting. Good morning from me and my freshly baked gingerbread cinnamon rolls. Oh my goodness, it smells incredible. And we put a lot of frosting on them, so cream cheese frosting. So let's take a little taste test. Wow. They are so good. I always underbake them because I like a doughy situation. Wow. The gingerbread really comes through. I was wondering how much different they would taste than standard cinnamon rolls. But you taste the ginger, but it's not overpowering. It's still very cinnamony. Delightful, delightful, delightful. I grabbed the spirulina powder to make our dough, our pierogi dough, green. It might look a little unsavory or it might look really festive. I'm not so sure, but we're just gonna go for it. I don't think it'll affect the flavor very much. It does have, you know, a certain taste to it, but with all the other flavors we have going on, especially with the filling, with all the onion and the peas and the spices, I think it'll be fine. You can't really see the green color yet, but once I add the water and the butter, it'll probably start to pop more. I also don't necessarily need it to be bright green because I'm gonna put some herbs on the top, so I like the contrast a little bit, so. But I also don't want it to look blue. Sometimes the spirulina can kind of look blue, so we're playing around. We're experimenting as always. Okay, so it does look blue, but I'm hoping once it bakes, it'll look more green. But you know how it is. We're just trying our best. So now we're gonna let this rest and work on the cinnamon roll filling and then the pierogi filling. Okay, we have the pierogi filling working over here. We're sauteing our onions, boiling a potato for the filling, and then we'll mix in some peas and some other components and then make our pierogis. And while we're doing that, I'm going to start roasting the vegetables for our soup, our roasted vegetable soup. So I'm also gonna put leeks in the soup for one of our vegetables. We'll do carrots, potatoes, leeks, rutabaga. I should have looked up how to say it. I'm still not very sure. Let me get to the bottom of this. Rutabaga. Oops, I was saying rutabaga. Rutabaga. Here it is. So what's a little off-putting is that it is covered in wax. Like, you can visibly see a thick layer of wax. I don't know if that's standard. I'm sure it's just to preserve it, but I don't like that. So should I peel it? Should I just cut around it? I think I'll just cut around it. I'm not sure. Maybe once I wash it off, some of the wax will come off, but it's like a thick layer, so not sure, but we're expanding our horizons. I will be taking shortcuts whenever I'm cooking, especially when I have, you know, only a certain amount of time and we have a lot of things rolling. I will be doing shortcuts. So for instance, the recipe says to cut your veggies and then put them all in a bowl, toss them with olive oil and salt, line the pan with parchment paper, and then layer them all together. But I'm just gonna put them on the pan all together, and then I'm going to do the salt and the oil on the pan, and thankfully our pans are non-stick, so I feel good about not doing the parchment paper. And that saves me quite a bit of time in one dish because I'm not getting that bowl out. Time for a tea time break. I'm gonna sip on some spearmint tea. The pierogi dough is definitely looking more blue than we hoped, but hopefully once we boil them, I think I said bake them earlier, but we actually put them in a large pot of water and boil them. So that's what we do, and hopefully they'll look more green, but if not, they will be winter icy pierogis. How about that? Also, if you make this and you don't have one of these round cookie cutters, you could just use a round cup lid and that should work fine. Let's see if Palmer likes rutabaga. I roasted some extra for him. Yes, good boy. Good boy. There you go. Yes, good boy. He said no thank you. Maybe he just needs a minute to warm up to it. There you go. Okay, we're still wrapping up the soup, but here are our pierogis, our minty pea pierogis. They're cute. The coloring isn't my favorite. I probably, in hindsight, would have just not done the spirulina because I don't even know what to call this color, but we tried to be festive. We're always gonna try to be festive. Also, again, we're trying new things, and I got sauerkraut because in the recipe it suggested pairing it with some sauerkraut. So it's time for a taste test. I gotta be honest, I'm not so excited about the sauerkraut, but we're gonna try it out and see what we think. I also got some Greek yogurt, just plain Greek yogurt with chives for a dipping option too, but I'll try it with the sauerkraut first. That's tasty. I'm gonna give you some too, baby. I like it. I've also only made half the batch so far. Another hindsight thing, I probably could have just made one batch because it makes a lot of pierogis. We're gonna have pierogis for days. For a roasted root vegetable taste test. We're trying our new root vegetables. The dumplings look good. We have a special guest, the honest taste tester. He will not sugarcoat it if he doesn't like it. You might roast the roasted vegetable. Yeah. Wait, first give your pierogi because he had some of the pierogis. So
pierogi was very good. That was nice. I liked your...
I honestly didn't think you would like it that much.
No, I did. I liked the color. I thought that was fun and festive. I appreciated the thought and intentionality behind that. And with the sauerkraut, it lent itself.
The sauerkraut was a necessity.
I feel like, if anything, maybe that's how it's supposed to be, but like the thinner dough, just so like less dough, more filling. But the flavors are nice. I'm
not sure if I got the ratio of thickness of filling correct, but I'm new to it. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
For a
Make sure
cold
it doesn't
night.
Burn your mouth.
Yeah, it's really warm. I got a full bite of the rutabaga.
Rutabaga?
Rutabaga. It's still really warm. Yeah.
Get some more.
My whole bite was just the rutabaga. I like it. I'm not wow, but the rutabaga, it does have a unique flavor. I'm trying to think of what I could compare it to, but nothing's coming to mind.
How do you feel about the rutabaga?
Oh, the contrast with the dumpling is quite nice. The root vegetable.
Yeah, the flavors are nice.
So what's interesting about this recipe is that there really aren't much spices. The only spices are salt and pepper. There was an option to put tarragon in it, but I don't have that. So I just did salt and pepper.
Including in the dumplings?
Yeah. Salt and pepper in the dumplings. I've made so many things today. I'm second guessing, but I'm pretty sure it was just salt and pepper.
Yeah, salt and pepper. No, it's good.
And there's garlic and onion, so.
For this time of year, that's nice for sure. And yeah, it's just like warming.
I like to think it's nutrient dense too.
Rejuvenating to the soul.
All right, well, cheers. A successful days of cooking. What a full and fabulous day of cooking. I love making seasonally inspired recipes, and I think later this week we'll be able to hopefully make some fun sourdough flavors or inclusions. That's on my list. That's on my next wish list of fun Christmas recipes. But I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you're having a beautiful December, and I'm excited to see you next. Bye!